pesares, ojos en papel volando, negrita de mis pesares, ojos en papel volando, a todos diles que sí, pero no le digas cuánto así me dijiste a mí, por eso vivo penando.
Welcome to the 2020 Hispanic Heritage Month. It is so exciting to be celebrating this wonderful month as we highlight the many contributions that Mexicanos, Latinos, Hispanos have made to New Mexico and this United States of America.
Although COVID-19 is preventing us from joining you personally this year, we like to say COVID-19 challenges bring new opportunities for us. So we are bringing you a month long of virtual entertainment and beautiful activities.
My name is Jennifer Gomez-Chavez, and I am the Special Assistant to the Associate Vice Chancellor at the University of New Mexico Health Sciences Center Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and serve as the Central Region Director of Enlace New Mexico. I'm honored to be one of the founding members for the Hispanic Heritage Committee, as well as currently serving as one of the co-chairs.
Y yo soy Irma Ruiz. I am the Customer Service and Community Relations Manager for our Rio Metro Regional Transit District. And I am very proud to be co-chair with Dr. Jennifer Gomez-Chavez, serving this wonderful Hispanic Heritage Committee. The Hispanic Heritage Committee is comprised of over 50 organizations of volunteers that bring this committee together. Our mission as the Hispanic Heritage Committee is to promote, to preserve, and to celebrate our Hispanic, Latino, Mexicano culture. This is a volunteer organization dedicated to this important work.
This year's theme is Hispanics, be proud of your past and embrace the future.
Hispanos, sean orgullosos de su pasado y asuman su futuro.
The Hispanic Heritage Month gives us the opportunity to share and uplift the various ways we as a community have made significant impacts in the areas of education, politics, military, art, music, literature, science, and healthcare. This month, we will be presenting activities each day, beginning with the Dicho of the Day, a book of the day to highlight our New Mexico authors, Cafecito con Colón, which is a conversation every morning with our state auditor, who will be highlighting many leaders throughout our state. We will also have a segment on history. We will also be providing activities for families and honoring our arts. We hope that each of you can connect and engage with us.
Hi, my name is Klarissa Zavala. I'm a senior at UNM and I'm studying secondary education with a concentration in Spanish.
Hi, my name is Naomi Jimenez. I'm a sophomore at UNM and I'm currently studying criminology with a minor in psychology.
We are proud to be participating in New Mexico's Hispanic Heritage Month kickoff.
We at Enlace would like to introduce our mayor, Tim Keller, who has previously served on state senate and is currently serving 2.5 years as mayor. We are so proud that we are being led during this time of COVID by Tim Keller.
We, on behalf of Enlace New Mexico Statewide Collaborative, are proud to introduce our mayor, Tim Keller.
Hi, my name is Tim Keller, Mayor of Albuquerque, and I'm so grateful to be joining once again in making September Hispanic Heritage Month in Albuquerque. This is something that we've done for a long time and we need to continue to do, especially in light of all that's happening in our community. The reality is that we take time this month to reflect on a heritage that really is one of the defining characteristics of our state and of our city. We know that almost half of our population is from Hispanic or Latino heritage, and we know that really this is part of the major defining characteristics of our city and even our daily life in many ways, our culture, our traditions. We also know that in our community, these issues and our own history have especially come to light with some of the challenges we've had all over New Mexico with respect to our complex heritage. And so we don't always learn about our history the way we should in our own upbringing. And for me, born and raised here in Albuquerque, there is a whole lot about our community, including our Hispanic heritage, that I didn't know, even going through our own school system. And so we really got to take it upon ourselves to relearn or to continue to learn about our history. And in September, we're focusing on Hispanic heritage as we have before. And for us, it's a great opportunity to celebrate who we are, our challenges, and our celebrations. All that makes us Burqueños.
Hi everyone, my name is Nina Chavez and I'm the Corporate Giving and Events Manager for National Dance Institute New Mexico, NDI. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce to you Festival Ballet Albuquerque. Festival Ballet Albuquerque has been delighting audiences across Albuquerque and New Mexico as the newest regional dance company for over a decade. Led by founder and artistic director Patricia Dickinson Wells, Festival Ballet Albuquerque is dedicated to creating excellence in dance training and productions by maintaining professional standards that provide the opportunity for dancers to develop to their highest potential. Festival Ballet Albuquerque also believes in serving the community by bringing community outreach programs throughout the region to dancers of all ages through special events. It is a delight and wonder to see Festival Ballet Albuquerque's performances live, and I've had the pleasure of seeing the Nutcracker transformed into a regional version a few years ago. And now, please join me for a wonderful performance by Festival Ballet Albuquerque.
Hi, I'm Amanda Armenta with T-Mobile. I'm a proud member of the Hispanic Heritage Committee, and I'm so pleased to introduce Lieutenant Governor Howie Morales. As many of you know, Dr. Morales has spent his life working to improve the lives of the people in New Mexico. Hailing from the Silver City area, he has served as a special education teacher, a coach, and an advocate before moving into leadership roles within our state government. His list of accomplishments is quite extensive, but I think many of you will agree with me that what truly makes him a remarkable leader is his kindness and his generous spirit. So I've had the opportunity myself to meet Lieutenant Governor Morales on a couple of occasions, and I am so pleased that we were able to bring him here with us today and hear about Hispanic Heritage Month. Please join me in welcoming Lieutenant Governor Howie Morales.
Buenos dias, and welcome to Hispanic Heritage Month 2020. It just seemed like last week that we were all together celebrating there in Old Town with the mariachis, with the Drifters Car Club, and our amigos from around the state. Even though we're not able to be together in person, I'm grateful that I'm able to take part of this with you. So thank you for this invitation to once again be part of this wonderful celebration as we kick off a month that shows the true impact that Hispanics have had around our state and our country. This year's themes, Hispanics, be proud of your past and embrace the future, encourages us to be proud of where we came from and to educate others about our culture and the many contributions Hispanics have made. As your Lieutenant Governor, I'm so proud to be born, raised, and educated right here in New Mexico. And I've traveled widely throughout this state and experienced treasures such as the land grant of Francisco Montes Vigil of 1892, the Antonio Martinez land grant of 1893, the Atrisco land grant of 1894, our national parks, monuments, and natural landmarks such as the Carlsbad National Park, Bandelier National Monument, White Sands National Monument, Ghost Ranch, and Valles Caldera. And those travels which stands out in each of those communities is the diversity and historical impact that Hispanics have given to the makeup of our state, including in those early land grants and preservations of our national parks and monuments. It takes people united together for a greater cause, dedicated to and working for a brighter future in New Mexico, to give us the strength to persevere through the challenges like this current pandemic. And even when we disagree, we must still come together to find common ground. It's going to take all of us, neighborhood associations, town councils, school boards, university regents, administrators, staff, parents, and students to continue to educate ourselves about our New Mexico storied past while creating new opportunities for the future. I'm grateful for the leadership of Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're the only Hispanic governor and lieutenant governor team in this whole country. And I was glad to work early on in my Senate years with the creation of a state early learning education department. And with the help of senators like Michael Padilla and Representative Linda Trujillo, and the full weight of the governor's office behind that, we were able to make it a reality and to show our commitment to ensure that education is valued at all levels. And we're committed to ensuring that Hispanic New Mexicans will have the opportunity to continue to realize their dreams of a better life. The key to those dreams, of course, is always education. And so it's important that we make new investments in bilingual and multicultural learning. We will continue to provide more cultural relevant instruction, including for our Hispanic students. It's our priority, because we will make sure that our classrooms are also more inclusive and reflect our diversity, our culture, our history, and just how special that we are here in New Mexico. It takes our community working together with a bipartisan approach to legislation and our governor to ensure that future appointments and placements match the diversification of our state's population. It takes all of us. So congratulations to the 50+ local and statewide organizations that are coming together to make up the State Hispanic Heritage Committee. So let's work together to not only have a celebration that is done throughout this month, but celebrated throughout the whole year and a lifetime showing who we are as New Mexicans and as Hispanics. Felicidades, and thank you all for what you do for our state.
Norma Sanchez was appointed Councilor of Albuquerque, New Mexico on July 31st, 2017. She has been the Council of Mexico for Albuquerque for a little over 3 years now. She is also the head of Council Affairs at Mexico's Embassy in the United States. Norma holds a degree in International Relations and a master's degree in Security Studies and National Defense. She has worked at the Consulate of Barcelona. Additionally, she has been Political Affairs Officer at Mexico's Embassy in the United States while serving a concurring relationship with Ukraine at Mexico's Embassy in Poland. And now welcome Councilor Norma Sanchez.
Norma Ann, cónsul de México en Albuquerque. Norma Ann es miembro del Servicio Exterior Mexicano con más de 25 años de experiencia. Ella tiene el rango de ministra. A lo largo de su carrera, Norma se ha desempeñado en diferentes países con experiencia en asuntos políticos y consulares. En la Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores de la Ciudad de México, se desempeñó como directora de protección consular para los Estados Unidos en la Dirección General de Protección a los Mexicanos en el Exterior. Al principio de su carrera, trabajó en la Dirección General para Europa. En el extranjero, Norma se desempeñó como cónsul general interino en el Consulado General de México en Barcelona, como agregado político en la Oficina de Asuntos Migratorios de la Embajada de México en Washington, como subjefe de misión en la Embajada de México en Polonia y como jefe de la sección política en la Embajada de México en Holanda. En el 2016, Norma fue nombrada por la Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores de México como funcionaria de intercambio con el Departamento de Estado, Oficina de Asuntos Consulares en Estados Unidos, en un esfuerzo por intercambiar mejores prácticas y aprender lecciones sobre desafíos comunes de asistencia consular. Tiene una licenciatura en Relaciones Internacionales de la Universidad de las Américas en Puebla y una maestría en Servicios Internacionales de la American University. También tiene un diplomado en Seguridad y Defensa Hemisférica del Colegio Interamericano de Defensa de Washington, D.C. Es cónsul de México en Albuquerque desde el septiembre del 2017. Démosle la bienvenida.
Buenas tardes. Antes de iniciar, quiero agradecer al Comité de la Herencia Hispana por la invitación extendida al Consulado de México en Albuquerque. El mes de la herencia hispana que da inicio hoy es sin duda una acción afirmativa hacia el reconocimiento de la contribución y participación de las personas de origen hispano o latino en Estados Unidos y en particular de los mexicanos, comunidad a la que orgullosamente represento en Nuevo México, un estado orgulloso de su diversidad. This year, it is more important than ever to talk about the great contributions of the Hispanic community. In particular, I want to acknowledge the contributions that the Mexican migrant community, as part of the greater Hispanic community, makes to the societies in which they reside. The crisis that has caused the coronavirus pandemic has brought to light their important participation as essential workers in sectors classified as strategic. Essential workers didn't stop working during the lockdown. In New Mexico, Mexican migrant workers make up about 15% of the total workforce of the state. In the agricultural and forestry industry sector, they constitute 40% of the workers. In the construction sector, they represent 22%, and 17% of the workers in the food sector are Mexicans. Tenemos mucho de qué sentirnos orgullosos como hispanos y en particular como mexicanos. Recordemos que si por algo nos caracterizamos es por nuestra capacidad de resiliencia, por alcanzar nuestros sueños y por mantenernos positivos frente a la adversidad. I would like to finish by repeating what I have expressed in other years. For the Consulate of Mexico, there cannot be a better place than New Mexico to celebrate this month. The vast history we share is the Hispanic heritage, that definitely bring us together today to celebrate. Muchas gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce to you Max Baca y los Tex Maniacs, coming from San Antonio, Texas. The Tex Maniacs are a Grammy Award-winning Tejano group who are also in the Tejano Hall of Fame. They've recently been inducted to the 2020 New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. Max Baca and his nephew Josh Baca are Albuquerque natives, and we are proud and honored to have them be a part of our Hispanic Heritage Kickoff. And without further ado, Max Baca y los Tex Maniacs.
Thank you, Orlando. We're very honored to be part of this year's Hispanic Heritage Month virtual kickoff.
As Albuquerque natives, we all know that music plays a major role in our community.
Here's a little something from San Antonio to our family and friends in New Mexico. Hope you guys enjoy.
Por mi madre yo soy mexicano, por destino soy americano. Yo soy de la raza de oro, yo soy México-americano. Yo te comprendo en inglés, también te hablo en castellano. Yo soy de la raza noble, yo soy México-americano. Zacatecas a Minnesota, de Tijuana a Nueva York, dos países son mi tierra, los defiendo con honor. Dos idiomas y dos países, dos culturas tengo yo, en mi suerte tengo orgullo, porque así lo manda Dios. Por mi madre yo soy mexicano, por destino soy americano. Yo soy de la raza de oro, yo soy México-americano.
Hello, my name is Valerie Martinez and I'm with Z-Mark on Target Promotions, Products and Printing. I am pleased to introduce Ms. Cynthia Jaramillo. Ms. Jaramillo serves as the Director of Economic Development for the City of Albuquerque, where she oversees the recruitment and retention of companies, international trade, small business advocacy, and the city's film and tourism industries. Appointed by Mayor Tim Keller in 2017, Ms. Jaramillo is the first woman to lead the department. In her time as director, Ms. Jaramillo has led several initiatives to aid businesses in creating jobs in Albuquerque. Under Ms. Jaramillo's leadership, numerous companies, including Netflix and NBC Universal, have chosen to expand into Albuquerque. A champion of small local businesses, Ms. Jaramillo created the Small Business Advocacy Office to offer resources and support to Albuquerque small businesses and created a $1 million workforce training program called Job Training Albuquerque. Prior to her role with the city, Ms. Jaramillo spent nearly 2 decades at the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. An accomplished fundraiser, Ms. Jaramillo has raised millions of dollars throughout her career to benefit causes that support the local business community. And now I'm pleased to introduce our Director of Economic Development for the City of Albuquerque, Ms. Cynthia Jaramillo.
Good afternoon. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. My name is Cynthia Jaramillo, and I am the Director of Economic Development for the beautiful City of Albuquerque. Previous to that, I had the privilege of serving as the Chief Operating Officer for the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce, where we are right now, their lovely campus here. I served in that role for 17 years, and right now I have the privilege of reading the Mayor's proclamation, his executive order, on behalf of the City of Albuquerque in commencement and in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month. Executive order from the Office of the Mayor, Timothy Keller. Whereas Hispanic Heritage Month highlights the positive contributions Hispanics have made to this nation and exemplifies the importance of diversity among the City of Albuquerque and the state of New Mexico. And whereas Albuquerque leaders from over 50 local and national organizations have come together from the Hispanic Heritage Committee that works to promote a plethora of events and activities throughout the month of September to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. And whereas the events that occur during this month work to recognize, honor, and educate the public about many contributions Hispanics have made to our local community and throughout the nation. And whereas this year's theme, Hispanics, be proud of your past and embrace the future, encourages Hispanics to be proud of where they come from and work to educate others about their culture and the contributions they have made. And now, therefore, I, Timothy M. Keller, Mayor of the City of Albuquerque, do hereby proclaim September 2020 as Hispanic Heritage Month. Gracias.
Hello everyone, my name is Melissa Sanchez. I am a small business owner and the former executive director of the Albuquerque Westside Chamber of Commerce. For those of you who may not know, Albuquerque's Westside has the highest population of Hispanics. And I get to introduce today two women who are committed to serving their communities west of the river. City Councilor Klarissa Pena, District 3, and City Councilor Cynthia Borrego, District 5. They are the only two Hispanics currently serving on the city's council and have made history when Councilor Klarissa Pena served as council president alongside Councilor Borrego as vice president. The Westside City Councilors are proposing to reaffirm the city's commitment to social and racial equality. During my time with the Westside Chamber of Commerce, I have seen the many accomplishments of these two women by attending many press conferences, groundbreakings, and ribbon cuttings. It has been absolutely amazing watching the improvements and growth on our city's west side. I also want to take a moment right now to acknowledge and honor my city councilor, the late Ken Sanchez. And without further ado, I have the honor now to introduce our only two Hispanics serving on our city council, District 3 City Councilor Klarissa Pena and District 5 City Councilor Cynthia Borrego.
Hi, my name is Klarissa Pena. I'm the City Councilor for District 3, which is in Albuquerque's southwest side. And I'm here with...
good morning. I'm City Councilor Cynthia Borrego, the City Councilor from the Northwest Mesa of Albuquerque. Both of us City Councilors from the west side of Albuquerque, both Hispanic, born and raised. And we're proud to be here to talk about Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah. So I just want to really congratulate everybody who's participated in the Hispanic Heritage Committee for several years now. I was part of the initial organizing of this committee, and I just really want to thank especially some tremendous leaders that we've had there for years at the leadership helm, which is Patricia and Irma and Jennifer. Just really want to thank you for promoting and keeping our Hispanic heritage, pride, and culture alive.
And I want to thank the Hispanic Heritage Committee for all the work that they do in education, cultural, and all the areas that they contribute to, especially like even our entertainment. I want to talk a little bit about the Hispanic Cultural Center, which is down in Barelas on 4th Street, which we worked on. And we're sitting in front of the Patrick Baca Library, right, Councilor? And I think you and I both worked on this. Yes. So there's been a lot of contributions over the years in New Mexico to promote our culture, and we're here to promote the month. And did you want to say a little bit more about your contributions?
Sure. So, I jokingly say that, only the Hispanic community can turn 1 month into a 2-month celebration, having it mid-September to mid-October. So, obviously they have planned a whole host of activities surrounding the month. And if you or you know of anyone who is hosting something to celebrate the Hispanic Heritage community, please let the committee know and get them involved in what you're doing, because this is, especially during this time of Black Lives Matter and all of the other issues surrounding people of color in our community, it's important that we all celebrate our respective cultures the way we need to and deserve to.
And in a typical year, not a COVID year, we would be at the state fair, and we have a whole Hispanic heritage activity that would have occurred through the state fair, and our Hispanic area that, there's a lot of activities. So there's a whole slew of activities that are on their website that are being promoted for this month, and I encourage you to tune in to those and participate. I think they just had Maravilla just this weekend, right?
Absolutely. Lots of these activities are being held virtually this year, but listen in and learn. Actually, I want to give a shout out also to Ralph Arianes, who has put together the fact sheet. Since we started with Hispanic Heritage Committee, he's been putting this fact sheet about our Hispanic culture and a little bit about our history, and he's just done such a phenomenal job. So thank you, Ralph.
Also, Councilor, we might mention Ed Romero, who we are proud to have back in New Mexico. He was a former ambassador to Spain, and he now lives in Albuquerque, and he's always been involved in people like Fred Mondragon, Adele Hunley. There's so many people. Alan Amigo, who works for the mayor. So many of our leaders that have been involved over the years.
Yeah. So again, we want to thank you all for listening, and hopefully you can participate in some of the virtual activities. I know there's a online link that you can get to, and I'm sure they'll provide it for you on the bottom of this. But we really look forward to celebrating our history and our culture, and thank you everyone who participates and organizes this tremendous
and event. Thank you to Patricia Chavez for helping organize. She's been a godsend.
Greetings, my name is Brian Colon, and I'm your State Auditor of New Mexico, and tonight it's a pleasure to be with you as we visit about the National Institute of Flamenco, and I provide an introduction for this incredible group that's performing for you. 10 years ago, or nearly 10 years ago, we established a great organization to support the National Institute of Flamenco, and in honor of the Ambassador Ed Romero, we established the Ambassador Circle. This is a group of great community leaders that believe in the talent and the expertise and preserving and promoting the culture that is flamenco in New Mexico. We'd ask that you consider joining the Ambassador Circle to support the National Institute of Flamenco and join many people who over the years who've stepped up, who've enjoyed tablaos in this incredible space we're in right now at the Hotel Albuquerque, which of course is hosting and sponsoring us here at Heritage Hotels and Resorts. So it's my honor and privilege to say welcome and enjoy this performance of the National Institute of Flamenco.
Y el pensamiento me anima. Me anima. De querer. Anda, tengo el temor porque me sequé, ay, me quedé por la vergüenza, por la vergüenza. El mundo le pide a Dios que la salud y la libertad. Yo le pido la muerte y no me la quiere dar. Todo el mundo le pide a Dios la salud y la libertad. Ole los dos ahí.
Hello, my name is Patricia Chavez. I am the owner and president of PLC Enterprises and one of the very original founders for the Hispanic Heritage Committee. We want to thank you very much for joining in with us today and being part of this 2020 Hispanic Heritage Kickoff Celebration for Nuevo Mexico. It is my absolute pleasure to have served as co-chair for this Hispanic Heritage Kickoff, and I want to be able to thank our two Hispanic Heritage Committee co-chairs, Jen and Irma, as well as all of our committee members that helped to make this successful. And in particular, Orlando Marquez, my co-chair for this committee, and Nina Chavez. Thank you so much for your gracious help. And now, I'd like to be able to introduce the Sparks Lorenzo Antonio. They have been doing this annual concert every year at Synthia and at Route 66 Casino. And this year, we can imagine that you're all there in the seats, waiting for that concert to start. But instead, you will be with us virtually, watching this special tribute that they have done on behalf of Hispanic Heritage Month 2020. So sit back, enjoy, and be part of this special tribute for Hispanic Heritage Month and our New Mexico Hispanic Heritage Kickoff. Salud!
Amigos, voy a cantarles un corrido verdadero. Es la historia de un caballo que se llamaba el Jovero. Unos amigos lo hicieron un caballo de batalla. Cuando robaban los trenes, el Jovero relinchaba. En sus lomos él cargaba mucho valor en dinero. Del que robaba Martín y su amigo José el Güero. Los soldados al Jovero una tarde lo mataron. Cuando escapaba José de una cárcel de Durango. Adiós pueblo de Durango y también Guanaceví. Me quedo solo en lo oscuro, ya se va pa' Mapimí. Ya con esta y me despido, es muy triste recordar. El Jovero ya murió, ya no lo oirán mentar.
Échalo, compadre.
nació bajo de una higuera, su madre fue yegua fina. Le llamaban la Catrina y yo le puse el cantador. Fue un potrillo comadrillo de otro caballo cualquiera. Y como yo lo hice mío, resultó muy corredor. Era lindo mi caballo, era mi amigo más bien, ligerito como el rayo, era de muy buena ley. ¿Les gustó esa canción? Bien, ¿verdad? Pero como les contaba hace rato, like I was telling you a little while ago, you know, we used to sing these things when we would get together, all the family, and start singing songs. And I mean, my sisters are here tonight. Sparks is here. ¿Quieren escuchar a mis hermanas Sparks cantar estas canciones? A ver, Sparks, vengan, vámonos.
Nació bajo de una higuera, su madre fue yegua fina. Le llamaban la Catrina, yo le puse el cantador. Fue un potrillo comadrillo de otro caballo cualquiera. Y como yo lo hice mío, resultó muy corredor. Era lindo mi caballo, era mi amigo más fiel, ligerito como el rayo, era de muy buena ley. Cuando era de falsa rienda daba ventaja a su madre. Muy pronto dejó a su padre, con 2 cuerpos le ganó. Era de pelo retinto, 2 salvos con un lucero. Muy fachoso y mitotero y lindo de corazón. Era lindo mi caballo, era mi amigo más fiel, ligerito como el rayo, era de muy buena ley. A ver, mariachi. Mi caballito. Y dice así: nació bajo de una higuera y en el potrero quedó. Qué lástima que muriera mi compañero mejor. Por eso cuando él ya muere y la luna va a salir, me voy hasta aquel potrero, mis recuerdos a vivir. Era lindo mi caballo, era mi amigo más fiel, ligerito como el rayo, era de muy buena ley. Oye, Vero, qué bonito cantaste. Sí, sí, pero yo también quiero cantar una. Esta vez sí, que me toca. A ver, mariachi, ¿se saben la del caballo bayo?
¡Claro que sí!
Sí, sí, sí. Ok, dame la música, por favor. Bonito, bonito. Se murió mi caballo bayo. Ya no vuelve a su vuelve no. Ya no relincha de gozo como cuando alguien lo acarició. Maldita la suerte, perra, que un de repente se lo llevó. Ay, pobre mi caballo, bayo, cuánto he llorado cuando él murió. A ver, échame la segunda, vamos, vamos. Y fue en ese mismo tiempo, ya van 3 años que ayer cumplió, cuando una terrible peste en el potrero se lo llevó. Parece que me llamaba, su pataleo me lo anunció. Ay, pobre mi caballo, bayo, cuánto he llorado cuando él partió.
También. Cristina.
¿Qué?
Hermanas.
¿Qué?
Hermano. Nunca me toca a mí.
Eso es verdad.
Yo también quiero cantar, pero nunca me dejan. ¿Me van a dejar cantar?
Sí, tú vas a cantar, Rosita.
Yo quiero cantar una canción de Pancho Villa y de su caballo 7 leguas. Ahí les va. 7 leguas el caballo que Villa más estimaba. Cuando silbaban los trenes, se paraba y relinchaba. 7 leguas el caballo que Villa más estimaba. En la estación de Irapuato cantaban los horizontes. Allí combatió formal la brigada Bracamontes. En la estación de Irapuato cantaban los horizontes. ¡Esto, Rosita! ¡Wow, wow, wow! ¡Qué bien cantaste, Rosita!
Gracias.
¿Ahora ya me toca a mí? Ok, ok. Bueno, pues antes de cantar esta canción, les quiero hacer una pregunta. ¿Sabían ustedes que yo antes era casada? Hace mucho tiempo.
Ay, ay.
Y en ese matrimonio, mi marido me regaló un caballo para mi cumpleaños. Y cómo amaba ese caballo. Le puse el nombre de Gris. Pero con el tiempo, el matrimonio terminó. Y ese maldito se llevó al caballo con él en el divorcio, ¿se creen? Que se lo trague la tierra, ¿verdad? Ay, sí. Pero lo que me queda es esta canción que canta de un caballo, que me recuerda a ese caballo gris, de esos tiempos bonitos que pasamos juntos. Espero que les guste. Se llama Mi amigo el tordillo. Lo conocí de potrillo, galopando en la pradera.
Lo conocí de potrillo, galopando en la pradera.
quiera, ya parece que lo miro galopando por la pradera.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Hispanic Heritage Month, my favorite time of the year, to celebrate the importance and the influence of our culture here in the community. My name is Shannon Hawkes, and I'm the Vice President of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce, where our focus is to support not only Hispanic businesses, but all small business owners in our community to grow and scale their businesses definitely to the next level by offering opportunities, resources, and of course our culture. Over the past few years, I've had the pleasure of serving for our president and CEO, who came to the Hispano Chamber in 2004 as a board member and later became the chairman of our board in 2006. After retiring from his 37-year position as the Vice President of Government Affairs for PNM, he was appointed to the position and currently is the CEO and President of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. Under his leadership over the past 6 months and during this pandemic, the Chamber has continued to grow through outreach in the community, engagement with our members, and most important, creating new and innovative and very exciting partnerships to support the community. It is my pleasure to introduce to you today our President and CEO, Mr. Ernie Baca.
Hello, my name is Ernie Baca. I'm the President and CEO of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce, and excited to be here today because we are starting Hispanic Heritage Month. As you know, the Hispanic Heritage Committee actually was formed here at the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber a little over a decade ago. And we have been supporters of their great work ever since. The Hispanic culture is unique in New Mexico. 48% of us, of the population of New Mexico is Hispanic. We are the first minority-majority state because that's how we've always been. And we celebrate that each and every day. The Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce was actually formed 45 years ago for the very same reason we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Because people at that time were not satisfied with being recognized, with understanding our culture, how we do business. And 45 years ago, 14 individuals started the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber, and it is now one of the very largest Hispanic chambers in the United States. Hispanic Heritage Month was formed in 1968 by, as you all know, President Lyndon Johnson. It was really Hispanic Heritage Week. 20 years later, Ronald Reagan changed it to Hispanic Heritage Month and had Rudy Becerra, our own Rudy Becerra of Barelas Community, former chair, former executive for Coca-Cola, was instrumental in lobbying Congress for Hispanic Heritage Month. We all know that the countries of Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua, they all celebrate this month because it is their anniversary of their independence. So let us all join in what's important right now. We all know that the nation is really focusing on diversity more than it has in quite some time. We need to make sure that our Hispanic heritage is celebrated in a way in this country like it's never been before. We need to acknowledge all the great things that we have done as Hispanics throughout these many years and celebrate it for this entire month. I look forward to seeing you all in some of the events that may occur, Zoom or otherwise, but I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today. Thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed our kickoff celebration today, and we invite you to join us each day beginning September 15th through October 15th on our Facebook page, The Hispanic Heritage Committee, where we will be hosting several events throughout the day, each and every day.
At this time, we want to thank the many sponsors who have helped make this month a wonderful month for all of us, beginning with one of our prime sponsors, the City of Albuquerque, the Office of the Mayor, Albuquerque Cultural Affairs, GOV-TV, the City Council, PLC Enterprises, and the many organizations who actually represent the Hispanic Heritage Committee.
We We encourage you to talk to your children, talk to your grandchildren, talk to your whole families, and share your own history, your heritage, and your culture.
Together, let's carry on our beautiful traditions and cultures for future generations to come. Y que viva nuestra herencia!
Pero no le digas cuando así me dijiste a mí.